Falls are the #1 killer in construction. On average, they account for about 40% of construction fatalities every year. Falls also account for more than 20% of the annual lost time injuries in construction. Fall protection. Your life depends on it. Whether you work on multi-story jobs, entrenching or excavations, small or large commercial projects, or home building, every project has the potential for a fall-related accident. Employers must ensure that workers are trained in fall protection and that fall hazards on the job are eliminated or controlled. Measures to protect workers against fall hazards are required in many different situations. The first step is to identify fall hazards in your work area. Look for situations where you could fall more than 3 meters. Could fall more than 1.2 meters where the work area is used as a path for a wheelbarrow or similar device. Could fall into operating machinery, or into open water or another liquid, into or onto a hazardous substance, or through an opening in a work surface. Look for situations where you use ladders, work off scaffolding or other work platforms, work in and around trenches and excavations, work on roofs and other elevated structures, or where you climb on and off equipment. All of these situations can be made more hazardous by poor housekeeping. Keep your work area clean. At heights, slipping or tripping over garbage or debris can be fatal. Poor visibility, wind, cold, rain, mud, ice can also increase the risk of falls. These are a few of the conditions and activities that pose fall hazards. Once you identify each fall hazard in your work area, specific types of fall protection can be selected and implemented. There are two main methods of fall protection: fall prevention and fall arrest. Let's look at fall prevention first. This means just what it says, preventing falls before they happen. It may be possible to reduce or eliminate fall hazards by changing how the work is done. For example, building this roof on the ground and then hoisting it into place greatly reduces the risk of falls for the crew. Another example would be using an elevating work platform or scaffold instead of a ladder. Before using a powered elevating work platform, make sure that you are adequately trained and aware of hazards. Always make sure that scaffolds are properly constructed, fully planked, and equipped with guardrails. Don't climb frames or bracing. Use a ladder or scaffold stair system. Falls from ladders happen all too often in construction. Ladders must be set up and used properly to avoid falls. Set the ladder on firm level footing and keep areas at top and bottom clear of debris. Always face the ladder and maintain 3-point contact when climbing up or down. Don't overreach when using a ladder. Keep your body between the side rails. Make sure the ladder slope is between 1 to 3 and 1 to 4. Step ladders, make sure the legs are fully spread and locked. Guardrails are the most common type of fall prevention in construction. They come in various types for different applications. A guardrail minimizes or eliminates the possibility of a fall by putting a physical barrier between you and the hazard. Covers over floor openings also put a barrier between you and the hazard. Make sure that covers are securely fastened and clearly identified. Materials used for fall prevention must be adequate for the purpose. For example, covers over floor openings and guardrails must be designed and installed to comply with regulatory requirements. When guardrails or covers are temporarily removed, access to the hazard area must be restricted and proper warning signs posted. When you must work near open edges, a travel restraint system can prevent you from falling. To work properly, the system must be arranged to keep you back from the fall hazard area. This may require continual adjustment of the rope grab to allow free movement and travel. When fall prevention is not practical, you must use a fall arrest system. A fall arrest system doesn't prevent a fall, but it limits a fall once it occurs. The system must be set up to keep a worker from striking any object or surface below. A typical fall arrest system consists of several engineered and certified components, such as an adjustable full-body harness, with a built-in attachment point for a shock-absorbing lanyard. The lanyard connects directly to a suitable anchor point on the structure or to a lifeline using a mechanical rope grab. Choose an anchor that will let you move enough to do the job. Check out the anchor point thoroughly before trusting your life to it. The anchor point must be free of damage and be strong enough to resist fall arrest forces that can amount to the weight of a mid-sized car. When tying off, always select an anchor point as high as possible above your D-ring to minimize fall distance. Shock-absorbing lanyards cushion the force of a fall, but they also lengthen the fall, as shown in this demonstration. The system must be arranged so that you can't hit any surface or object below the work level. Stay as close as you can to the anchor point. If you move too far away and fall, you risk swinging into objects below. This is called a swing fall hazard. The further you move away from your anchor, the greater the swing fall hazard. Lifeline systems can be vertical or horizontal. They're designed to go beyond the length limitations of a lanyard, providing both mobility and protection. Horizontal lifeline systems must be designed by a professional engineer, installed and maintained in accordance with the engineer's design, and inspected before each use. Vertical lifelines with rope grabs are particularly useful when you work at heights. The rope grab is designed to lock onto the lifeline when a fall occurs. The most common type of lifeline is the 3-strand polypropylene blend, 5/8 inch or 16 millimeters in diameter. Always make sure the rope grab is installed correctly and is matched to the size and type of rope being used as a lifeline. Arrange your lanyard or lifeline so that it won't be cut, chafed, abraded, or exposed to hazards such as extreme temperatures, flame, and abrasive or corrosive materials. Remember, only one person at a time may use a vertical lifeline. Retractable lanyards and lifelines have a locking mechanism that works like a seatbelt in your car. It engages at any sudden tug or pull. The devices arrest free fall within inches. Used correctly, they eliminate the dangerous slack that can develop with fixed-length lanyards. Safety nets are designed to provide fall protection under and around elevated work sites, such as bridge construction. The net is there to catch the worker after a fall. A vital part of fall protection planning involves training and rescue. Employers must ensure that workers who use a fall protection system are trained in its use and given oral and written instructions by a competent person. Effective safety training for everyone on the job will go a long way towards preventing accidents. Before anyone uses fall arrest systems or safety nets, employers are required to develop written procedures for rescuing a worker in case of a fall arrest. Plans for the rescue of workers who have fallen can vary, from simply pulling them back up onto a safe location, to using a ladder or elevating work platform to get access to them, or in some cases, involving specially trained rescue professionals. Whatever resources are needed, they should be identified, and the procedure should be communicated to everyone in the crew. For more information on fall protection planning, refer to your employer's health and safety policy and the construction regulation. The first step in eliminating fall-related accidents is to identify specific fall hazards in your work area, then select fall protection methods to deal with them. Solutions may include changing work procedures to eliminate the hazard, installing guardrails to put a barrier between you and the fall hazard, safe use of a powered elevating work platform or properly built scaffolding, using a ladder that is properly set up and when three-point contact is maintained, using a travel restraint system to keep you back from the fall hazard area, or a fall arrest system to stop a fall in progress. Whatever the solution, you must know how to use the equipment correctly and maintain it carefully. Employers must ensure that workers are trained in fall protection and that fall hazards are controlled or eliminated. Workers must use fall protection equipment whenever it's required and report any defects or hazards. In the event of a fall, you must know your employer's written rescue plan. The key is prevention. Prevent falls from happening in the first place. Remember, it takes know-how to prevent an accident. You've got it. Use it.